Good morning, students. Standard 10th, subject Social Science, video number 2, and chapter 6, Places of Indian Cultural Heritage. I already informed you that in this entire chapter, we'll be having different places of our cultural heritage. So, just quickly, we revise about video number 1. In video 1, we talk about caves of Ajanta and caves of Ellora. Now, in caves of Ajanta, these are situated in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra, and in that there are two kinds of caves based on wall painting and caves based on sculpture. In that we talk about there are two different more kinds of caves. In that we can find Chaityas and Viharas. Two different groups of caves are separated. In that cave number 9, 10, 19, 26 and 29 are the Chaityas and remaining are Viharas. But now these caves are forgotten because of passage of time. But in 1819 AD, Sir John Smith rediscovered these caves. And in these caves, the extraordinary rich art we can see that we have discussed. And in Ellora caves, it is also situated at the same place, Aurangabad district in Maharashtra. But in that, total 34 caves are there, and these caves are divided into three groups. Cave number 1 to 12 are Buddhist caves. Cave number 13 to 29 are Hindu caves, and cave number 30 to 34 are Jain caves. In that, Hindu caves are built by Rashtrakuta dynasties, and in that Kailash temple, in that cave, Kailash temple is situated in cave number 16. It is 50 meter long, 33 meter wide and 30 meter high. Now that we have discussed, these two caves are worldwide famous, not only in India but also in worldwide. Now today we have three different topics: Elephanta caves, Mahabalipuram and Padakkal Memorial. So please see carefully. So first number, Elephanta caves. By listening this word, we can get an image in our mind about elephant. Yes, same as it is. Okay, so now let's discuss about this. These caves are built in Arabian Sea. That important topic I will write here. First one, these caves are built in the Arabian Sea. Twelve kilometer away from Mumbai, Maharashtra. Mumbai in Maharashtra. Now see that by this first point, one question is arise. These caves are built in Arabian Sea. In Arabian Sea, yes, these caves are located in Arabian Sea and in one land, or you can say island. Now these caves total, there are 7 caves in all. 7 caves in all. But look at the tragedy about this. First one, there is a huge stone. There is a huge stone monument of an elephant. On seeing this structure, the Portuguese, look at that, I make the underline to the keywords also. The Portuguese named it as Elephanta. It means in this total 7 caves are there, and these caves there is a huge stone monuments of an elephant. So by seeing these stone monuments by Portuguese, they give this name elephant. Now next point, many beautiful figures have been carved out of them. The magnificent Trimurti temple. Look at that one more time, it is an important word. Trimurti temple. So I make it underline, Trimurti temple, in cave number 1 is the best specimen of sculpture. So in this many beautiful figures have been carved out from the stone, and in that the example is that Trimurti temple in cave number 1 is the example of best specimen of sculpture. By saying that, we can say that what happened in 1987, so I make the underline to 1987 AD, UNESCO I make the full form of UNESCO also, United Nation Education and Scientific Cultural Organization. So this make that has placed, this UNESCO has placed Elephanta caves in the list of World Heritage Now what is it? I will explain. In 1987 AD, UNESCO is the one organization that kept this place into the World Heritage, and we are very proudful that so many monuments of India are in the list of this World Heritage site. For example, Rani Ki Vav in 2014, it is also declared by UNESCO into the World Heritage site. Now last point about Elephanta caves. Here local fishermen call it Dharapuri. So please remember, last point is very simple. The local fishermen, those who are residents over there in that area, they call it Dharapuri to these caves. So here we have discussed Elephanta caves, and please student note it down. It is a 3 marks question. In exam it will be asked for 3 marks also. Now we have another topic today, and it is of Mahabalipuram. I think so that you have might heard about it also, this place Mahabalipuram. So that I will turn the page and that we will discuss our second topic today's Mahabalipuram. Now that we will discuss to our second topic. Now this Mahabalipuram, first of all the about place, where is it located? So first of all, Mahabalipuram is located 60 kilometers away from Chennai. Now students, please listen carefully. It is clearly mentioned that it is 60 kilometer away from Chennai. It is not located in Chennai. Understood? It is far from Chennai, 60 kilometer. Now many students, what happened, they understood like that it is located in Chennai. Now this city of Tamil Nadu is famous for its splendid temple architecture and seashore. Now please remember this. Tamil Nadu is famous for its splendid temple architecture, because you and me, you can say we all are having the evidence that in Tamil Nadu or in South India we will be having the number of temples, and with the Gopuram also, we know that. Another information, Narsi Varman first, who was popularly known as Mahamala, belong to Pallav dynasty. Pallav dynasty. So I make it underline, Pallav dynasty. Narsivarman first, who was popularly known as Mahamala, belonged to Pallav dynasty. Now total 7 temples were built here. How many temples, students? Total 7. I make it underline, 7 temples. 7 temples were built here. But look at that. At present only five chariot. I think so you might be familiar with this word chariot. It means, we can say, Rath. Chariot temples exist. It means total 7 temples were built, but nowadays at present only 5 temples will be there. So what about that 2 temples? So that we will discuss. 2 temples, or you can say 2 chariot temples, have submerged in the sea. Now you might have a question also in the mind, how it is possible? Yes, because these temples were constructed near the seashore, and that is why the 5 chariot temples were at present will be there, but 2 temples were submerged in the sea. So total 7 temples happen. Now there is an amazing figure, so it is an important part of it. There is an amazing figure of Lord Vishnu. I make it underline to the keywords, Lord Vishnu, in a smiling pose. Will be there. It means there is an amazing figure. There would be a statue of Lord Vishnu in a smiling pose over there. Next one. Besides, there is an idol of goddess also will be there, and it is an important point, so I mention over here. Besides, there is an idol of goddess Durga slaying Mahishasur is worth seeing. It means we can understood what is the beauty over there. Besides, there is an idol of goddess Durga slaying the Mahishasur is worth seeing. Example, or you can say a statue over there. Now Mahabalipuram, last point. Mahabalipuram which has an unparalleled architectural rock sculpture was also I make it upside so you can see clearly, was also a famous harbor. So what is the meaning of harbor? Harbor means you can say a dockyard or the place where the ship can be loaded of ancient time. So students, we will be having here the information about Mahabalipuram, and today's third topic is Patadakkal Memorial. So I make it short information of it, and in our text also it is given 2 less. Patadakkal Memorial. Now Patadakkal, the capital of Chalukya dynasty, is 16 kilometers away from Badami Nagar, and Dravid style of architecture is used in the construction of temples here. So here I will write only main points so you can understand. Patadakkal is the capital of Patadakkal Memorial is the capital of Chalukya dynasty. And it is 60 km away from Badami Nagar. 16 km away from Badami Nagar. Now, and which kind of architecture style seen over there? Dravid, because it is a one kind of architectural, you can say, design, Dravid style. Another information about this, and here mostly the temples were constructed in the form of Dravid style of art. Now these were built during the 7th and 8th century. So please remember numerical 7th and 8th century. Now Virupaksha temple is the biggest temple in a Patadakkal. So I mention here Virupaksha temple. Virupaksha temple is the biggest temple over here. So today students, we have discussed 3 topic: Elephanta Caves, Mahabalipuram and Patadakkal Memorial. I hope that you get all the information about these three topics, and further more informations you can see in your worksheet also, and please complete your worksheet also. Thank you, students.